Besides delivering online classes, as educators, it is very important for us to even assess the learning process. I like to use Microsoft Forms to prepare question papers for my learners. Forms provides variety of options to create interesting quiz. There could be multiple choice questions, objective as well as subjective based questions. Learners have the option to even upload their answers. Even the educator can upload certain images based on the question. Let me take you through some of the features of form which I prefer using when I create my paper. Microsoft Form is a very interesting tool. Whenever we need to create a new question paper, we go to a new quiz. We need to click on that, and then this is the first place wherein we write a title. For example, these are the few instructions that I've written. This is the title of the paper. It's called Sunshine Worldwide School. And another brief description about it, it is a periodic test paper. The other feature that this form has is I can upload or I can insert an image. You could either search it from the net, where I upload my images from the saved image that I have. For example, I want to take the logo of my school. So this is how I can upload the image. It's quite simple. Once the image uploads, you can see the school logo here. The next feature I would like you to show is how we can create questions. So you have multiple choice questions. There's one liner questions, or it could be a paragraph. There are rating questions and there are date questions. I'm going to show you a few of them. So let's go first to the multiple choice question. Whatever is the question, we need to paste it here. So this is a very simple question that I've placed. Identify the state marked in the map attached here. So I can write the question here and I can have an image attached for them to identify it. For example, let me take an image. Now this time I am taking an image and I'm going to take it from the net, or you can also take it again from any of your pictures that are already saved on your desktop. So again, I go to upload and let's see here. I want to take a map, so I'm going to click on the map and I'm going to paste my map here. So there is, in this particular image, you can see that there's a dot here, and my question is my learners need to identify the state marked in the map which is attached here. So the next thing that I need to do is write options. So here I give them multiple choices which they need to choose one of them. For example, if I write Gujarat, Maharashtra, I can add more options. Okay, maybe I take one more option. I write Goa. My learners need to choose any one. Now, here again, there is a setting that we need to remember. You can already click the correct answer. For example, the answer for this question is Maharashtra. So I click on this, and then the system notes down that this is the correct answer. So every time the child clicks on this, automatically they get a 1 point for it. Again, it's important that we note down the marks that we allot for this particular question. So it's only 1 point or 1 mark, and we don't need to click on this. If we click on this, that means the learners can choose multiple options. So I do not want to highlight this option. And if I click on this, this is a mandatory question that they have to answer. So this is how I can keep on adding questions. Let me take you to the next question. Now, since I already showed you how to do a multiple choice question, I'll go to a textual question now. Here again, I can write the question. For example, my next question is they need to write a short note on the French Revolution. Now, if you could see this, they need to actually type in their answers over here. So I do not put in any correct answer because they could write their own answers in this question. Now, all I need to do is click on this because it's a long answer where they need to elaborate it. And the marks that I think I would like to give here would be 3 marks. So accordingly, the learners will write the question. Another interesting feature of form is that I can always swap the questions. So say I take this as my first question and the map question goes as the second question. So that's another feature of form. Another very interesting thing is we can add sections to this as well, which I will just show you now. So when I go back to add a new question, if you can see this drop down arrow, it gives me more options that are available so I can rank it. There is a file upload option, there is net promoter score, and there is a section option. If I click on this section, my paper will automatically give me a new section. For example, in English, we have section A, we have section B. So this particular option allows me to make note of different sections. I can also add in description for the section. For example, this is long answer questions for 15 marks. Here again, I can insert any image if I wish to. Another interesting feature that I would like to show you is in text. Now, here, if I do not want them to write the answer, I can also keep the option for them to upload. Now, how do I do that? Okay, I'll just take you back to the option. You need to go add a new question. You need to click on this and you need to write here file upload. The moment you click on file upload, this gives the learners the opportunities to upload the answers instead of writing it in the box. So all I need to do is type the question here. So for example, if I tell them to draw a flow chart on the Russian Revolution. So all the events that took place in the Russian Revolution, they need to draw a flow chart for which I do not want them to draw it here, but they will either draw it on a sheet of paper or on a Word document, which they will upload it. I can give them any number of files that they wish to upload. The size I can specify, it could be 10 MB, 100 MB, or 1 GB. Again, I have kept the option of required as mandatory. They need to answer this. And the points, I could give them 5 points. So that's how we can have variety of questions given through forms. Another option that I would like to show you all is how to give them choices, how they could answer choice questions. So here again, for example, in English, if I give them a creative writing question, and I want to write two questions wherein the learners could choose any one of them, all I need to do is add in subtitle. The moment I click on subtitle, it gives me the opportunity to write more about the question. And here I can write whatever question I want to write. For example, write a story. Okay, this is one of the questions that I wish that my learners should write. Or I could also give them a choice. So I can write the choice here itself, and I can tell them to write a letter to the editor addressing the issue of garbage disposal in your locality. So now this is an open-ended question which is creative, which is long enough. The learners need to think. Before that, they need to choose. They need to choose one of the options, and they are going to write their answer here. Again, it's a long answer, so I need to highlight this. So it gives them the opportunity to go on writing elaborate. They need to type in their answers here, or they could type it in a Word document and then paste it here. So there are many features of forms which I like to use, and I prefer using them in my paper. There's another form that I would like to share with you all. It's a comprehension which is already created. I would just like to show you all. Whenever there is a comprehension passage, how do we create it? So like this is a paper which I just created for my class 9th learners, wherein I gave them all the instructions here. And this is a comprehension question. The entire comprehension is belonging to section 1, which has 3 parts: reading, literature, and grammar. The entire comprehension passage is pasted here, and then my question follows. So, this is another easy way to give them comprehension questions, a nice feature which I like to use. The moment this is done, the 10 questions, I now move on to section 2. It's very simple how to add in the sections. You can duplicate section, you can remove the section, or you can also move the section, you can add branching to it, and there are a variety of options that we can use in forms. So that is what I would want to share with you all. Thank you very much.